What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. In my last video, my last jujitsu video, I talked about what it's like being a woman who trains jujitsu and all of the things that they do not tell you that you will experience when you first start. And since in that video I was talking about the not so fun things that you'll go through in your jujitsu journey, I figured in today's video, I will talk about reasons why you should train jujitsu, reasons why you should start training, because there's got to be a reason why people do this thing, right? Brief interruption here. If you watched my last video where I talked about all of the not so wonderful things you may experience in jujitsu, I had mentioned that you may encounter a black eye here and there. Here we are. I got a huge shiner today in class, and I feel like when I look down, my cheek is it's just here. Like I don't know, it's getting bigger by the moment, honestly. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Tomorrow's update, we're definitely getting some color. I think it looks kind of pretty, if you ask me. So here are my personal top 3 reasons why you should start training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Reason number 1, which I think is kind of a given since Jiu-Jitsu is a martial art. Reason number 1 is self-defense. A lot of times, this is the reason that many people actually start training, because they want to learn how to defend themselves. Jiu-Jitsu was created for the smaller person versus the bigger person. It was created so that the smaller person can use proper technique and leverage to defeat the bigger person. It is learning how to move your own body in order to create space or to close out the space, depending on what the situation is. For my ladies out there, if there is an attacker, they are most likely going to try to come up from behind us, try to get us on our back, try to get on top of us, and that is exactly what we learn how to deal with in jiu-jitsu. And I do think that we need to learn how to throw a punch, learn how to kick, but if you think about what an attacker is most likely trying to do to a woman, we are flat on our back, they're on top of us, especially if they're a lot bigger than us. A punch from that position is probably not going to do much. So what we really need to learn how to do is learn and understand how to move our own body to create the space to get out of the situation and get help. And the best thing about jiu-jitsu and why it's such an amazing form of self-defense is because you're put into these high stress, high pressure situations every single time you train when you're doing live sparring or live rolling. You are practicing all of the things that you are learning in real time with someone who is trying to use those same techniques, those same submissions on you. In my opinion, jiu-jitsu is the only true real way to learn how to defend yourself, because you are put into those uncomfortable, intense situations every single time you train, and every single day you learn how the heck to deal with it. So to close out, the number 1 reason, in my opinion, to start learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is because it could literally save your life. Reason number 2 for why you should try Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu will be the best workout you will ever have in your entire life. I do not care what anyone else says. I don't care. I was an athlete my whole life. I lift weights. I've tried CrossFit. There is no workout like jiu-jitsu. If you want to change your life, if you want to get in shape, jiu-jitsu is where it's at. Don't do anything else. I'm just kidding, but you got to do jiu-jitsu. It is cardio. It is strength, agility, coordination, speed, all in one. Those 6-minute rounds that you do every day will be the most strenuous 6 minutes that you have ever experienced. I said this in my last video, I have never sweat so much like I sweat doing jiu-jitsu. If you think you sweat a lot lifting weights or running or doing whatever other physical activity you do, you just wait. You'll surprise yourself. Go try a jiu-jitsu class. You'll see. My hair is soaking wet. My clothes are drenched. My gi is wet. I'm rolling around in other people's sweat. It's really gross. Jiu-jitsu is just the best workout. You gotta try it. Aside from the physical benefits of training jiu-jitsu, there's also the mental exercise, the mental training that you do every single day. And this kind of ties into the first point that I talked about in self-defense, where you are under an intense amount of pressure every single time you train. You are learning how to deal with high stress, high pressure situations every time you roll. You learn how to breathe properly in those situations. You learn how to tell yourself and talk to yourself as you're undergoing that really high intense situation, how to talk to yourself and to calm yourself down. If I'm rolling with someone, especially if they're a guy and they're a lot bigger than me, if they have me in side control, if they have me in mount where they're fully laying on top of me, if I'm in a choke and I'm trying to defend the choke, I literally have to breathe and talk to myself and tell myself, okay, I can still breathe, I'm okay. And tell myself to relax my body, and all I need to do is figure out how to get out of here and I'll be fine. And that translates so easily into real life situations, right? If you're in some kind of altercation in real life, or you're dealing with a kind of intense situation and maybe you're getting anxious, maybe you're getting angry, you're getting riled up, jiu-jitsu teaches you, especially the longer that you do it and you do it all the time, it teaches you how to calm yourself down, how to calm your mind, how to calm your body, how to breathe. Every job that I have ever done has always been some form of customer service, whether it was serving years ago, or I'm also a makeup artist, I'm a personal trainer. So everything is dealing with people and learning how to deal with situations that may arise when I'm dealing with those people, right? Not only does jiu-jitsu teach me how to relax and calm myself in situations that I may be feeling some pressure, but honestly, if I'm doing makeup on someone and they're giving me a hard time, instead of like internally freaking out, I just think to myself, this is not as bad as, not being able to breathe and trying to get out of a choke. Or it's not as bad as someone trying to, rip my shoulder in pieces. It's just not. So there is a positive to getting choked every day. You learn how to deal with real life situations in a calm manner. Reason number 3 why you should train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the community that you will gain from it. I remember when I first started and I would ask my boyfriend what his favorite thing about jiu-jitsu is, and he always said the community that he has gotten from jiu-jitsu. And at that point, I never really understood that reason because I just started, I didn't really know anybody, I hadn't traveled around to go to other schools, meet other people that do jiu-jitsu, so I didn't quite understand it. I knew he had friends from it, but now I understand. In jiu-jitsu, you train with pretty much the same people every day, and you truly do form this strange, interesting bond with these people that you just don't have with even friends that you have in your life outside of jiu-jitsu, because jiu-jitsu is this really interesting thing that you do every day. You can easily become friends with people that you would never probably even talk to outside of jiu-jitsu. People, men, women that are a lot older than you, men and women that are younger than you, people from different walks of life, people that have different careers, different backgrounds, different cultures. All of these people you meet on the mat, and you're all on that mat for the same purpose, no matter what background you come from. And that's really beautiful. Jiu-jitsu is really weird because it's such a small community in this whole world, but within that community, it's really big. And you can literally travel the entire world and do jiu-jitsu, which is really cool. So aside from the people that you train with every day, when you start getting out of your comfort zone a little bit and traveling to different jiu-jitsu schools, maybe you travel to compete in different states or countries, whatever the case may be, you are going to meet so many people. And these are people that you would probably, like I said, never talk to if you didn't both do jiu-jitsu. There's nothing like going through your whole day, whether it was a great day, especially if it was a not so great day, if you've had work troubles, life troubles, whatever life throws at you, there's nothing quite like going to training, being in maybe a bad mood, and as soon as you step on the mat, as soon as you see your people, as soon as you see your friends, it all kind of goes away, right? There's just something about going to the training room and seeing your community that just kind of alleviates all of the stresses of your day. And maybe you're thinking, okay, well, that doesn't really sound too enticing to me because maybe you like to go to the gym and you like to be by yourself. I used to be the same way. When I used to go to the gym and I used to lift my weights, I put my headphones in, I put my hat on, and I didn't want anybody looking at me. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just wanted that hour to myself to be in my own head and to listen to my music and don't talk to me. But that's the thing, is I was still in my own head. Whatever was going on in my mind, I would still be thinking about, kind of, when I was lifting weights, because I was by myself and I was still, like I said, in my own head. With jiu-jitsu, and you're with this community of people, and you're doing this activity that forces you to truly be in the moment, because if you are thinking about whatever else is going on in your life, you could potentially be putting yourself in a dangerous situation where you get hurt because you are not focusing solely on that moment in your role. So being around your people every day can really have an uplifting effect on your mood and your mental health. So yesterday when I was filming the last clip, which was my ending, the audio did not record, so it is the next morning and I have to refilm this because it ended on kind of an awkward ending. So basically, there's a ton of reasons why jiu-jitsu is so awesome. So I highly encourage you to give it a shot. And if you found this video helpful, if it inspired you just a little bit to maybe think about giving jiu-jitsu a try, then leave a comment. Let me know. Give this video a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. It really helps my channel grow. I greatly appreciate it. And if you have any questions about anything jiu-jitsu related or fitness related or anything, message me. Don't hesitate to reach out. I will see you guys next time, and hopefully one day I will see you on the mats.